It's not okay to act that way.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not okay to treat me that way. Do all those teenage girls make you nervous?
Oh, no, don't lick it. Hey.
This is really freaking us out.
I asked for a frappuccino and they gave me a freaking smoothie.
Hey, fucking idiot! I stayed home from school today because I'm not really doing much at school today. So me and Geeko are getting some breakfast. Geeko, you want some breakfast? Yeah, he was a bit grumpy this morning, and so I tried to make him happy. So I'm gonna get him some breakfast real fast.
This morning when it was time for school, Savannah said school was gonna be boring today. They were just gonna be lining up at school. They keep learning the same thing they already know in Chinese. And then she kind of got some attitude. Wouldn't eat breakfast. She wouldn't get her shoes and coat and backpack on. She wouldn't do anything she was supposed to do. She just sat there and tried to be defiant. She made everybody else late for school. I got upset and she stood in the corner for a long while until she realized that the consequence was what she was making. She wanted to blame it all on me, and she had to realize and take accountability that she was the one that had done this to herself. I wasn't just being mean, she was the one doing it. And so now you've calmed down and we've talked about it a little bit, right? What's gonna happen now? Since you aren't at school doing the things you're supposed to do at school, what's gonna happen now?
I'm gonna be doing jobs.
I told Savannah that everybody has work they have to do during the day. Some people go to an office, some people go make roads, some people go be a doctor. I am at home, but I'm still doing work. And her work during the day is at school. And since she's not at school today, she gets to do work here until it's done with school. So she's gonna start doing some jobs right now. Allie has preference tomorrow, and I totally forgot about the boutonniere part. So she texted me today and she says, can you get me a boutonniere? Luckily, they'll be able to do it and have it ready for tomorrow.
Doesn't block it. As you block. Geeko made me walk. Well, I am playing cars, but I am playing cars with only one car, which is this airplane. You can see it now, right? Today, as you guys know, I didn't go to school because I was really not doing anything at school. I was doing stuff, but not anything I really needed to do. I was just repracticing lining up. And then in Chinese, I just do the same thing over and over and over every day. And I've memorized it all and stuff. It's really easy for me, so I'm okay that I missed school. I don't think there's really anything I would have missed that I would have gotten something bad grades or anything on. Probably would have been bored out of my mind. I wouldn't be able to talk to anybody or anything. And I got to spend more quality time with my family.
So you don't feel any remorse that you missed school today?
But what does that mean?
Sadness?
Nope.
Upset? You don't feel upset at all or anything of how you acted this morning?
Kind of.
It's not okay to act that way.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not okay to treat me that way. It's disrespectful. You don't disrespect your parents like that. School is just something you have to do, whether it's going to be fun, whether you think it's going to be boring. It's something that we've signed up for as being people living here, and school is part of our life. And so right now, just because you think it's boring, doesn't mean it's okay to not go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for doing the jobs you were asked to do, but no more of that.
Okay. Mommy, have you ever seen me do back bend in here and stand up from it?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, it's slippery in here.
Woohoo! Good job. You know the coolest thing about that back bend
What?
is that you had a goal and you had ambition and you said, I am going to learn how to do a back bend and I am going to learn how to stand up from it, and you did it. You didn't just think, one day I would like to do a back bend, one day I would like to stand up from it. You said, I'm gonna do it, and you did it.
This is really freaking us out. Me and Lizzie and Alice are down here in the basement playing a game that I made up. It's called Sacagawea Square, I think. Yeah, Sacagawea Square. Not because it's anything like Sacagawea or it's like a square or anything. It's just, I just made it up. It was Sacagawea chess, but then I'm like, it's not even, I'm just gonna change it to Sacagawea Square.
We are going to a birthday party tonight, and the party is supposed to have pizza and churros. While I'm excited about that food, I'm not excited about what it does to my belly, which I'm trying to keep from being extra. And Sarah is too. And so we are eating steak, and we are eating lots and lots of greens. And I like medium rare steak, but the barbecue ran out of gas as I was trying to finish up, actually about halfway through. And so it's more like rare steak, which I guess is okay too. This is what Sarah really wants. Donuts.
This is actually the birthday boy's birthday present.
Oh, sweet.
What are you doing in here?
I know.
Why aren't you part of the party? You're eating? All right. Canyon found the empty room so he could go and eat in peace. I guess all of those teenagers make him nervous. Do all those teenage girls make you nervous? Huh? No. Whoa, Gigo, come back for your pizza. Do all those teenagers make you guys nervous?
No.
No more playing with water. She is the churro maker tonight, and what flavors do you have?
We got dulce de leche and caramel and Nutella, and we have coconut and gingerbread tonight.
Good? Oh, snap. Half dulce de leches and half coconut. Here you go. Oh, no.
Oh, amazing.
You're gonna get, oh, no, don't lick it. Hey.
She's fighting her.
I asked for a frappuccino and they gave me a freaking smoothie.
I'm teaching Libby ballroom stuff, but it's funny because the only ballroom things I know right now are foxtrot and swing.
We just dropped Sarah off at the hospital on her way back home because her dad is there today. He got an infection and had to go in and get some antibiotics in his system, and so she's there right now. And we just got home and there is snow out here, guys. Look at this. We got snow, and of course the dogs were out there playing in it. We just brought them in, but it's snowing outside. It's the middle of January and we're finally getting snow. I think we're gonna get more snow tonight and then some more tomorrow. So even though we have to shovel and do all those other things, it's kind of exciting because there's going to be snow. I'm not excited because I get to go drive in it again tonight because Sarah's gonna need to be picked up from the hospital when she's done. And so I get to go drive in it again tonight. But there's something else that happened tonight that Danielle is not happy about. She just went to get in the shower. She might not even want to talk about it because she is not happy about it. And I wasn't happy about it. Parents gotta do what parents gotta do though. We'll see if she wants to talk about it in a minute. Whoa, look at all the snow. Oh, it's coming down.
Oh, look at that snow.
Canyon is gonna be so happy in the morning. Look at this. Beautiful, look at that. So you showered Charlie?
Yeah.
What's that look on your face?
I'm so tired.
So we are once again the most terrible parents on the earth, right?
No.
What are we?
Parents?
Just parents?
Yeah.
But what happened today to make us just parents?
I didn't get stuff done that I was supposed to get done.
So what happened?
I got my phone taken away.
So Danielle obviously doesn't want to talk too much about it, but the realistic thing that happened today is there was an expectation, right? And the expectation wasn't met. We won't talk about details, but it was nothing bad. It was nothing like terrible. It was just something that was a lot of expectation, right? Sarah and I left and got back, and what happened?
The expectation wasn't met.
So how are we together going to make sure this doesn't happen anymore? You know, there's other people out there that had the same problem, including myself.
Maybe try not to, like, when I have schoolwork to do, not pile as much stuff to do, because I kind of have a lot of school. Still have the same thing to where I can finish a lot, like the whole week in one day.
How about procrastination? What's procrastination?
Holding things off.
Putting things off till tomorrow, right? So that's a very normal thing for me. Like, it's a big thing. But when it comes to, like, for me, it's like, look in there. This is procrastination at its finest right there. That's all of our stuff that's supposed to be in the room in there, and it's still not. So that's procrastination, right?
Yeah.
But what kind of procrastination are we talking about? Something we have to stop doing. It's like if a little kid needs to go to the bathroom. Don't procrastinate it, because what ends up happening?
They don't go in the toilet.
They end up having an accident. If you are supposed to, let's say, put the dishes away, it's your job, it's something you're supposed to do, and you don't do it now, and you don't do it now, and you don't do it now, and you keep putting it off till tomorrow, what ends up happening?
It never gets done.
So there are things that we can procrastinate, and I'm not making excuses for my things. What other things are you procrastinating that are okay?
Probably what I just did, giving Charlie a bath. I should be giving him a bath every other day, but I'm like, oh, he's clean. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then I keep saying that. Procrastination
needs to stop. It needs to stop, especially when your parents ask you to do something quickly, right? Like, hey, go find out where Canyon's at. We can't procrastinate that. Hey, make sure Canyon is on the potty. We can't procrastinate that. Make sure that this, that, and the other is done. We can't procrastinate those things. Other things we can procrastinate, and it's okay, and we'll get through them or whatever, right? But there's some importance when you're left in charge that you need to take care of certain things that we need to make sure it happens. So we feel that a phone is a distraction, but it's also what?
A privilege.
It's a privilege, it's not a right. And so since it's not a right and it's a privilege, we have to take privileges away a certain amount of time. I don't know how long, we'll see. It all depends on what?
I don't know.
The time, the amount of time all depends on what? This guy, that woman, or what? Or who?
Me.
It all depends on you. What do you do to change it? You change your attitude. You just have a different attitude about things. You have an attitude of make stuff happen rather than procrastinate. So this goes for any of you out there who are procrastinating, including myself. It's just simple, right? Nothing happens until
You do it.
Until somebody makes it happen. Procrastination does not make stuff happen.
Just trying doesn't get you anywhere.
Just trying or saying you're going to try does not make stuff happen. And so let this be a message for all of you that number one, parenting is not easy because you have to be the mean person sometimes and take stuff away or hold people accountable. Number two, procrastination is a real thing and putting things off is a real thing. And when it comes to you growing and learning and being the person you're supposed to be, do not put it off. Make stuff happen. Be the very best you possibly can. And as always, guys, we love you and
you are worth it.